Hello and welcome to our cozy corner of stories. Today I want to share a personal tale, something that happened not too long ago. It's about the day I realized I was tired of pretending. For as long as I could remember, I lived my life trying to be the person I thought everyone else wanted me to be. At work, I was the always positive, always available colleague. I'd say yes to every project, even when my plate was overflowing. I'd laugh at jokes I didn't find funny and nod along in meetings, even when I disagreed. I wanted to be seen as agreeable, as a team player. The truth is, I was just scared of being disliked. With my friends, I was the easygoing one. Whatever you guys want to do is fine with me, was my constant refrain. I'd go to loud bars when all I wanted was a quiet evening with a book. I'd watch action movies when I secretly preferred slow, thoughtful dramas. I thought that by having no strong opinions, I was being a good friend, easy to be around. But deep down, I was afraid that if they knew my real preferences, they might not want me around at all. Even in my hobbies, this pretense continued. I remember joining a running club because it seemed like the right thing to do. Everyone was talking about marathons and personal bests. So I bought the expensive running shoes, the high-tech watch, and the breathable athletic wear. I'd post pictures of my morning runs, complete with a sweaty but smiling selfie. The comments would pour in, "You're so disciplined," and "amazing dedication." What they didn't see was the struggle. Every step felt like a chore. My knees ached and my lungs burned. I didn't feel a runner's high. I just felt tired and sore. I wasn't running towards a goal. I was running away from the feeling that I wasn't doing enough, that I wasn't healthy enough or motivated enough compared to everyone else. I was pretending to love something I barely tolerated. This act wasn't just in big areas of my life, it was in the small things too. I pretended to love spicy food because a person I admired did. I pretended to understand complex financial news to sound intelligent. I even pretended to like a certain type of modern art that just looked like colorful confusion to me. Each pretense was a tiny thread, and over the years I had woven a huge, heavy cloak. I wore it everywhere, and it was exhausting. The breaking point didn't come with a bang. There was no dramatic confrontation or big explosion. It came on a very ordinary Tuesday afternoon. I was at my desk, staring at an email from my boss. It was a request to lead a new project, a fantastic opportunity, objectively. It would mean more responsibility, a potential promotion, and the respect of my colleagues. It was everything the person I was pretending to be should have wanted. And yet, as I read the email, I felt nothing but a deep, sinking dread. The thought of more late nights, more pressure, and more pretending to be the perfect, unflappable leader made my stomach clench. I pictured myself in the kickoff meeting, smiling and saying how excited I was, while inside I was just screaming. I minimized the email window and stared out at the gray city sky. Why did this feel so wrong? I should be happy. I should be drafting a triumphant, "Yes, of course," email right now. But I couldn't. It felt like my fingers were glued to the keyboard. Then my phone buzzed. It was a group message from my friends. "Pizza and a movie at Mark's place tonight? You got that new superhero blockbuster." My usual response would have been an instant thumbs up emoji. But that day, I just looked at the message. I thought about the loud movie, the greasy pizza that always upset my stomach, and the forced conversation about which superhero was the strongest. And for the first time, I admitted to myself, I really, really don't want to go. And then a second message from another friend. "I hope they have that super spicy pepperoni pizza again." My stomach dropped. I hated spicy pepperoni. It was in that moment, sitting at my desk with an unanswered email and an unappealing invitation, that the whole thing just crumbled. The threads of my carefully woven cloak started to unravel. I was tired. Not just physically tired from overworking and running, but a deep, soul-crushing kind of tired. I was tired of nodding, tired of smiling when I wanted to frown, tired of saying yes when my whole being screamed no. I was tired of pretending to be someone I wasn't. I looked back at my computer screen, at the opportunity of a lifetime for someone else, and I thought, but I'm not that someone else. I'm me, but who was I? I had spent so much time being a reflection of other people as expectations that I had lost sight of my own. Did I even like my job? Did I enjoy my hobbies? Who were my real friends? Slowly, carefully, I typed a reply to my boss. It was the scariest email I had ever written. I thanked him for the incredible opportunity and his confidence in me, but I explained that after careful consideration, I had to decline the lead role. I mentioned that I wanted to focus on mastering my current responsibilities and that I felt another team member might be a better fit to lead at this time. I didn't make excuses. I was just honest. I hit send before I could lose my nerve. My heart was pounding. Then I picked up my phone. I opened the group chat. Instead of a thumbs up, I wrote, "Hey guys, thanks for the invite. I'm not really in the mood for a big movie tonight. I was thinking of having a quiet one. Have fun though." A moment of panic followed. They're going to be annoyed. They'll think I'm boring. They'll stop inviting me. But then a reply came. It was Mark. "No worries. Maybe next time. Enjoy your quiet night." Another friend replied, "Okay, more spicy pizza for us then." There was no anger, no drama, just acceptance. That evening, I didn't go for a run. I went for a slow walk in the park. I didn't listen to a podcast about productivity. I listened to the birds. I came home and made a simple pasta dish, not spicy at all. I sat and read my book, a slow, thoughtful drama in written form. And for the first time in a very long time, I felt calm. I felt like myself. Realizing you're tired of pretending is the first step. The second, much harder step is starting to live honestly. It's a slow process. It's about making small, authentic choices every day. It's about learning to say no politely but firmly. It's about discovering what you actually like, not what you think you should like. I eventually left that running club. I found a yoga class that I genuinely love. It's quiet, it's mindful, and it makes my body feel good, not punished. At work, I started to voice my opinions more respectfully. Not everyone agreed with me, and that was okay. I learned that being respected is more valuable than being liked by everyone. My friendships have shifted too. Some have deepened as we found new, more authentic ways to connect. Others have faded, and that's okay as well. The day I realized I was tired of pretending wasn't a day of celebration. It was quiet and it was scary. But it was also the day I started the journey back to myself. It was the day I took off the heavy cloak and finally started to breathe. Thank you for listening to my story today. I hope it gives you a little something to think about. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more cozy stories. See you next time.